Welcome to Vantage Points, where we bring you the latest news from Indonesia. Let's get into today's top stories. 3 Australian nationals have been arrested in connection with a deadly shooting that took place at a luxury villa in Bali. One man is dead, another seriously injured. Authorities are piecing together what appears to be a premeditated international crime.
Authorities say 2 masked men arrived on a motorbike, stormed into the villa, and opened fire. 17 shell casings were recovered from the scene. Witnesses said the assailants spoke English with Australian accents. The victim, 32-year-old Zivan Radmanovic, was found dead in a bathroom, shot multiple times. His friend, 35-year-old Sanar Ghanim, was critically injured but survived and remains under police protection. The suspects, identified only by their initials, C, D, and T, are now in custody. One was arrested trying to board a flight out of Jakarta. Another was caught in Singapore with the help of Interpol. The third was captured in Jakarta shortly after the attack. Police say they've recovered the firearm used in the attack, along with getaway vehicles and other key evidence. Investigators believe the crime was premeditated. If convicted, the suspects could face life imprisonment or the death penalty under Indonesian law. This incident has shocked both Australia and Indonesia. Authorities are still working to determine the motive behind the attack and whether others were involved. As reported by TV9 News.
As the investigation unfolds, the arrests mark a major breakthrough in a case that's gripped both nations. With 3 Australians now facing serious charges in a foreign justice system, the road ahead promises to be long and closely watched. For now, one man is dead, another is recovering, and questions remain about what truly led to this violent encounter in paradise. An American tourist has been found safe after spending a harrowing night adrift in the waters off Uluwatu, Bali.
The tourist, identified as Peter Pasetti Falcon, had been reported missing on Tuesday while jet skiing near Nusa Lembongan. Falcon was part of a group of 10 tourists who had sailed from Serangan to Lembongan earlier that day. After taking 2 rounds on a jet ski with a guide, Falcon decided to go out alone, steering westward towards the waters near Sanur. When he failed to return all afternoon, the crew of the Haruka boat began a search and later alerted the Denpasar Search and Rescue Office. The Bali SAR team launched a coordinated search operation overnight. Then, early Wednesday morning, at around 7:30 in the morning, a breakthrough. A local fishing boat, Duda Lestari 8, spotted Falcon off the coast of Uluwatu, waving for help. It turns out his jet ski had run out of fuel, leaving him stranded at sea. Fortunately, Falcon was unharmed. He was brought safely to the Benoa port, where he was reunited with his worried wife.
With a last name like that, it is only fair to the rest of us that he isn't a beast on the jet skis, too. A shocking incident in Tangerang, Indonesia, as a mini-market employee is accused of child molestation, nearly leading to a public mob attack.
A convenience store worker narrowly escaped a mob attack after being suspected of sodomizing a minor. The suspect was apprehended by locals while working in Tangerang City on Monday, June 16th, although the vile incident occurred on Sunday, June 15th. The victim had visited the store to top up a game. When he was about to pay, the perpetrator lured him with a free top-up worth 100,000 rupiah if he agreed to go to the toilet with him. There, the victim was sodomized. The perpetrator's actions only came to light after the victim returned home and his parents noticed him walking awkwardly. Upon inspection, they found semen in his anus. Only when questioned did the victim admit to being forced into the act with the promise of a free top-up. Subsequently, the victim's parents and a crowd of locals went to the scene to apprehend the perpetrator. Upon interrogation, it turned out that the victim was the perpetrator's second victim that day. The perpetrator was almost lynched by the crowd, but was restrained and eventually handed over to the police. Brought to you by Tribune News.
Police have launched a formal investigation. No further details have been released as authorities continue to gather evidence and witness statements. The public is urged to remain calm and allow due process to take its course. Mount Lewotobi in East Flores erupted again on June 17th, sending a massive ash column 10 kilometers into the sky and triggering widespread disruption.
Mount Lewotobi in East Flores erupted again on Tuesday, June 17th at 5:35 p.m. Central Indonesia time, sending an ash column 10 kilometers into the sky. The eruption lasted nearly 7 minutes and registered a maximum amplitude of 47.3 mm. Thick gray ash and hot clouds spread in all directions, prompting the Geological Agency to raise the alert to level 4, the highest status. The danger zone has been extended to 7 kilometers and up to 8 kilometers in the northeast and southwest sectors. Ashfall has reached populated areas, and flight disruptions have been reported across the region. Franz Seda Airport in Flores and El Tari Airport in Timor saw multiple cancellations, while Ngurah Rai International Airport in Bali was also affected, with delays and suspended flights due to drifting volcanic ash. Residents are urged to follow local authorities' instructions and remain alert as volcanic activity continues.
And you thought they included Indonesia in the Ring of Fire for another reason. Disturbing scenes from Pekanbaru, Riau, have sparked outrage online. A viral video shows 2 young girls dressed in costumes being dropped off on the roadside, ordered to beg with empty buckets.
The video, recorded by a resident from inside a vehicle, shows 2 girls being dropped off on an NMAX to beg, with one of them wearing a furry costume. This video quickly spread across social media and drew an outpouring of sympathy and anger. Many netizens condemned the adults responsible, calling it a clear case of child exploitation. In response, the Pekanbaru City Social Service moved swiftly to investigate. But so far, efforts to locate the children have been unsuccessful. Authorities continue to search street corners and public areas in hopes of stopping similar cases and preventing further exploitation. As reported by Seputar News.
Authorities urge the public to report any signs of child exploitation to local officials. TNI soldier has been brutally attacked and killed in a violent ambush by a separatist group in the Highlands. Here's what we know about the deadly assault in Jokimu district.
A tragic incident has been reported from Papua province. On the morning of June 16th, around 10:45 Eastern Indonesian time, a member of the Indonesian National Armed Forces, TNI, Seger Mulyana, was attacked and killed while on duty in the mountainous region of Jokimu district. The assault was reportedly carried out by members of the Free Papua Organization, or OPM, specifically the group led by Elkias Kobak. Mulyana sustained multiple injuries, including a gunshot wound to the right chest, slash wounds to the neck and left hand, a wrist injury, and a stab wound to the left side. The assault was confirmed by witnesses. The soldier was declared deceased on site and was evacuated to the hospital for further handling. Authorities continue to monitor the situation as tensions remain high in the region. As reported by Tribune News,
This latest attack highlights the ongoing unrest in Papua, where violence continues to claim lives on both sides. Authorities are now intensifying security measures in the region. Stay with us for updates as this situation develops. That wraps up our coverage for today. If you found this report informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.